Working out your score as a percentage is a lot easier than you might think. Now you should have a pen and paper at the ready because there will be questions. No calculators though. Now when the maximum score available can be divided equally into the figure of 100, then many scores can actually be worked out in your head. These magic numbers really help. Okay, here are the figures that can go into the figure of 100 equally with no remainder. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, 25, 50 and 100. If these are your scores, then working out percentages is a piece of cake. How many times the magic numbers go into 100? Well, 1 goes in 100 times, 2 50 times, 4 25 times, 5 20 times, 10 10 times, 25 times, etc. etc. Percentages are fractions of the figure 100. This is what makes all of this possible. So 80 over 100 is 80%. Of course that's reduced to 8/10. Now this here is very important. The top half of the fraction is called the numerator, okay? The bottom half of the fraction is called the denominator. I'll be saying these words a lot as this lesson goes on, so you need to know them. So there we have it, you see. 7, that's the numerator. 9 is the denominator. The top half, numerator, bottom half, denominator. If your test is out of 4, you should learn the percentages and have no need for working out. For example, 1 out of 4, that's 25%, 1/4. 2 out of 4 is 50%, 1/2. 3 out of 4 is 75%, 3/4. So 25, 50, 75 over 100, that's 25%, 50% and 75%, quarter, half and 3/4. Try and memorise that. Okay, have a go at this one here. Your friend only scored 2 out of 5 in the recent quiz. What was your friend's percentage? You can pause by the way and try and work that out. Well, all you needed to do there was multiply the 2 by 20, because remember, 20 is a magical number. Yeah, so that would turn it into 40 over 100, or 4/10. And of course, what is 40 over 100 as a percentage? Of course it's 40%. So 2 out of 5 is equal to 40 over 100, 4/10, which is 40%. And 1 would have been 20, 2 would have been 40, 3 60, 4 80, and of course 5 100. 4 is a magic number, but 40 is not. However, multiplying the numerator 2.5 times gives you the percentage. 11 over 40. 40 goes into 100 2.5 times. So multiply 11 by 2.5 also. 11 over 40. What is 2 times 11? That's 22. What is half times 11? That's 5.5. Answer 27.5, which is normally rounded up to 28%. Okay? Now, the scores out of 40, some of them are very easy here. Like these ones here, for example. 10 out of 40 is 25%, 20 out of 40 is 50%, 30 out of 40 is 75%. Okay, so let's jump to the figure 20. It's a popular amount of questions in a quiz. Let's say you've scored 16 out of 20. Right, you've scored 16 out of 20. So I want you to tell me what your percentage is. Okay, what is your score as a percentage? Well, 20 went into 105 times, so your score gets multiplied by the same amount. 5 times 16 is 80. So the answer you should have had was 80%. If it had been 11 out of 20, then it's 5 times 11, and that would have been 55%. Magic number. They really help. Work out what your percentage is here. Okay, you've scored 18 out of 25. Let's just see if you've got a grasp of these magic numbers. Very, very important that you've got a grasp of this here. This is going to make your life so much easier when working out percentages. Well, 25 went into 100 4 times, so your score of 18 also gets multiplied by 4, which gives you 72%. What about 13 out of 25 as a percentage? Well, 4 times 13 equals 52%. Okay? So that's a case of multiplying the numerator by 4. Now this one here, okay? This one here. I don't want you to pause and try and work this out. For goodness sake, don't use a calculator. 34 over 50. This is a very easy one. 34 out of 50. What is that as a percentage? Just a simple case of doubling your actual score. 2 times 34 equals 68. So the percentage is 68%. Lovely and easy. So when the score is out of 50, it's just a case, doesn't matter what your score is, it's just a case of doubling it, alright? Now another way you can find out your score as a percentage by dividing the numerator by the denominator and then multiplying by 100. You can do this of course on the calculator, or you can do it with long division. Now there is a lesson all about long division on this channel. A playlist will be coming up at the end of the video.